Hi, I'm Mark. This is my August review for Cancer Sun sign and Cancer Rising. We have an exciting month this month because we have a blue moon. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. For now, we have an exciting start as well to the month. On the 1st, we have Mercury and the Sun coming together. This is in your second house of finances. Now, these two make a positive aspect to the Moon's North Node, which is in your 12th house. But also, there's an opposition to Saturn. Now this may cause a little bit of problem. It may be that shared finances comes up, and it may be that you find it hard to get your point across. But don't make it into an argument. Just use your tact and diplomacy and explain things out properly. Now, the good advantage of the aspect with the Moon's North Node is that this is your spiritual way forward. This is in the house of the unconscious. So here you could have your intuition or your unconscious trying to give you information, either messages or through dreams or through some form. There'll be things that you will need to take notice of, because this will be important for your future and where you go in the future. So things you learn at this moment will stand you in good stead. On Monday the 2nd, it could be quite a boring day. You won't get bored with your routine, so it's a good time to interact with your friends and colleagues and generate some excitement, perhaps doing something new. Then on the 3rd, there could be opportunities abound, because the Sun-Mercury conjunction makes an aspect to Chiron in the 10th house. So you'll be very confident, you'll be very persuasive in your communications, and because of this you'll generate opportunities, and this could pan out in your career or on your chosen path. On the 4th, Mercury makes a square to Uranus, and on the 6th, the Sun makes the same square. Now, this could be a very stimulating time. If you're flexible and you're on the right track, there could be some great ideas come along, some great discussions with friends and colleagues as well, with Uranus in that 11th house, or even group involvement, whereby you can enjoy new and stimulating things. But if you're on the wrong track and you're not flexible, you're too rigid, then there could be some accidents, or there could be a loss involving finances, or there could be arguments and disruptions with friends. On the 8th, we have a new moon. It's in Leo and it's in your second house, so finances will be in sharp focus here. It's a good time to do planning, budgeting, and looking at new ways to make yourself secure in the future. It's also a good time to look at your values as well. What do you value? Make sure everything comes through the heart, because Leo is the sign of the heart, and they have to be genuine values that you look at. The other thing with this moon is that it's a good time to plan and dream, think big, plan big, and look for a bright and prosperous future. On the 9th and 10th, the 3rd house is activated, so your mind will be stimulated. This is a good time to bring forth new ideas and start putting them into action. On the 9th, Venus makes an opposition to Neptune, so your mind will be very creative, very artistically minded. This is good for anything, new ideas or anything you can think of that will stimulate this creativity. Now, the other aspect on the 10th is between Mars and the North Node. Now, Mars is also in that 3rd house of the mind, so Mars can help you to put things into action now, put your energy and drive into making changes. Now, there'll be a glimpse, with the North Node being in your unconscious, there'll be a glimpse either intuitively or through a dream that will show you what your path will be like going forward. And it's a good time then to put things into action, things into place that will get you going in the right direction. On the 11th, Venus makes a positive aspect to Pluto in your 7th house, so love could be in the air on a day like this. Passion and the emotions would be very intense. Pluto's in that 7th house, so this is very much linked to relationships. So if you're in a relationship, it's a good time to feel that emotion, feel that intensity with your partner. and if you're not, it's a good time to meet someone. You will be drawn magically to someone who's probably powerful or very magnetic, and this could be the start of something new. Also on that day, Mercury makes an opposition to Jupiter, but Mercury is 29 degrees, very much weakened, and although you may get a better picture of how things are, you're not going to get much out of that aspect. But on the 12th, Mercury moves into your third house, which is the house of Mercury, and also into Virgo, who he rules. So Mercury will come into his own, and over the next week or two, he'll be very much in tune with your thoughts, and very much in tune with communication, so you'll be able to get forward. Also, lots of paperwork. You can get everything done with this Mercury running through this third house. With Mercury now in Virgo, he makes three aspects. The first, on the 13th, is to the Black Moon Lilith. Now, Black Moon is in the 12th house, so you have to be very careful of a Freudian slip on this day, because things could just come through from your unconscious you're not even aware of, and you could be saying things that you may upset people with. Then on the 14th, there's an aspect between Mercury and the North Node. Now, we spoke about the aspect between Mars and the North Node. Well, Mercury's going to help you here, because Mercury may open a door for you on this day, and if it does, make sure you go through it. Then on the 16th, Mercury catches up to Mars in that third house, and this is another opportunity to get things going, get things, ideas, put these ideas into action, make them concrete, make them work for you. On the 18th, Venus, who's now moved into Libra in your fourth house, makes an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith, and these two get on very well together. But the Black Moon may use temptation on Venus, and Venus wants to concentrate on the home area now and get things relaxing and beautiful at home. But on the 19th, there could be temptation because the Sun makes an opposition to Jupiter, and this is in the 2nd and 8th house. There could be a temptation to overspend. You'll feel confident and buoyant, but you may splash the cash a bit too much, so the Black Moon may be involved in the temptation there. The desire of Venus may be to spend money on the home. On the 20th and 21st, Mercury and then Mars make positive aspects to Uranus in your 11th house. This is a good time to come up with new ideas, new goals, set new goals. Also, it's good to work in group situations or with friends that you can brainstorm with and get great ideas, and then Mars will help to put them into action. Also on the 21st, Venus makes an alignment with the Moon's North Node, and this is a time when you can expect some synchronicity in your life. Synchronicity is meaningful coincidences, and these could happen around this time. On the 22nd, we have our blue moon. This is the second full moon to fall within one astrological sign. The first full moon was on the 24th of July in 1 degree Aquarius. This is the second one within that sign. This only happens once every 2.5 years, and even much rarer that it happens in Aquarius. So this is your 8th house, so the focus will be on your 8th house, and the blue moon brings everything to fruition. The last full moon on the 24th of July was like a midway stage, a completion of certain things. Now this time everything comes to fruition, so if you sowed your seeds well, you'll gather a very fine harvest. If you've worked in the past with integrity and you've applied yourself well, you will really reap the benefits now. The good thing about this is that any planets in Aquarius will be amplified, and the house which Aquarius rules will also be amplified. So you can look in your own charts and see what's there, and these will be very much highlighted. Now for you, with the 8th house, there could be lots of things that come into fruition now. There could be benefits financially from outside resources. There could also be an increase in perception and understanding of the world and the world around you. And also there'll be great insights, great psychological insights, so you'll be able to use these to your advantage. On the 24th, your sensitivity and perception will be increased. Mercury opposes Neptune in your ninth house, so beliefs will be under scrutiny. You'll be able to see things and understand things in a better way than you have before. This will help you to make necessary adjustments. On the 26th, Mercury makes an aspect to Pluto's in that 7th house, so you'll be looking at relationships and you'll be looking beneath the surface. And again, this will give you a better understanding. Also on 26, the Sun will shine a light on the black moon Lilith. It's like being in a dark room on a summer's day and suddenly open the curtains. Things will become apparent. Things will come to light probably from your unconscious, when you're suddenly, it's like switching a light bulb on. You have these moments of wow, eureka moments. Also on the 26th, Venus makes a opposition with Chiron, and there's balance needed here between home and career. There could be something that comes up or re-emerges from the past that needs dealing with, situation that is to do with home and work balance. Then balance is needed again on the 28th because the Sun makes a square with the Moon's nodes. Now the Moon's nodes represent our past and our future. The Sun will be right in the middle. It's a good time to balance these. It's a good time to live in the here and now. Look at the future, look at the past, bring it all into the relativity of the here and now, because there may be an important decision you need to make and you need to carefully consider things before you make the decision. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.